Welcome back to Alkaline TV. This is Douglas Dennis, the Alkaline Life Coach. I did a video a few days ago about Bitcoin, Elliot waves, the technical analysis, and I want to follow up on that. But I also want to include Wall Street bets, silver, the Fed was down. I also want to touch on Bitcoin, gold, GameStop, GME. So let's get into this now. I've done a couple videos recently. This one was about Bitcoin and I had a few about silver. So if you haven't subscribed yet, and if you haven't seen these videos yet, I talked about silver and money, and I did 3 videos about that a couple weeks ago. I've been following silver for over 10 years. And a lot is going on recently that's getting really interesting and really exciting. And also, I've been following Bitcoin for about 4 years, and to be honest, I've been mostly just on the sidelines, but I've done a little bit of dabbling here and there. So I have been studying Elliot waves for about 4 years, but not professionally. So I'm not a licensed financial advisor or anything like that. I'm just interested and curious and doing my own research. So I recommend you do your own research and not just do anything that I say. I'm not making this video to give you a recommendation. I'm just showing you what I'm looking at. So let's check out first. We've got WallStreetSilver. This is Reddit/WallStreetSilver, and this is exciting. So there's a lot of action going on here where people are finally getting into it, and I've been waiting a really long time. If you look at the silver chart, if you zoom out, oh, that's not even the silver chart. Here's the gold chart. Let me change the platinum to silver. Okay. And if you want to see my entire watch list, let me know and I will do a video about that. But my viewpoint of this is Elliot waves. So I'm looking at this from a technical perspective, and if you're looking at the news and the hype, and the fundamentals of the underlying asset, if you even, the silver is an asset, people argue whether Bitcoin is an asset or not. But technical analysis is just looking at the chart. So this is the old high back in 2011. It was up to 50 bucks almost. And as you can see, I have an alert right here. If it crosses over, let's make this full size. So this is the weekly chart. You always want to start with it zoomed out so you can see the big picture. This is all the way back in the 70s, 1980. There was a spike. I wasn't there. And then, wow, look at this long correction from about here to here somewhere. And I could really get in there and analyze this, but it looks like it probably ended around here. That was a big drop from 47 to 250. Oh, I wish I would have been stacking men. Are you kidding me? That's frustrating. Oh well, I wasn't there. Okay, and then we had this run up here. I was getting interested somewhere around here. It was, I think it was 13 or 15, yeah. Right around here is when I became aware. Wow. Sounds great. If I was probably 20 years old, so I didn't have that much money, fiat currency, I mean, and that's when I started stacking in here. I don't have that much, so I'm not going to tell. Actually, I'm not even sure. So now we saw this spike up here in 2011, and there was a long drawn out correction from here to down here. That looks like the end of it. It could, maybe it's not over, this correction. Elliott waves are tricky when it comes to corrections, but this looks like a distinctive ending right here in change in momentum. We'll see. In hindsight, it'll be easy to tell. That's why I have this alert right there. Of course, I'll be paying attention to it, but just in case, there's an alert there. And that's when, you know, for some people, this might trigger a buy for them to get in this next wave up. Because if you know Elliott waves, there's not always progress. It goes up and comes back down. It didn't come back down all the way. It didn't come back down all the way. It came back down almost, and then went back up. So we can see the Fibonacci lines actually here. Where are they? See, it started down here somewhere, and it came up to there. So it fell past the 0.786. You know, maybe this was a little lower. Okay. So it fell to right around the 0.786, which is, looks like a lot of different factors are showing that that was the end of this correction. But, like I said, it might not have been. We'll see for sure when it passes beyond that. And if it would have went down and up right beyond that, it can still, there still can be corrections. They come back up above and still correct all the way down. But this one does not look like that to me. And you can check out the book, Elliott Wave Theory. You can get a used copy of it for a couple dollars and learn quite a lot. So here we are here. Anyway, this is where we are right now. This looks like the first impulsive wave of a new bull market to me, but I could be wrong. A lot of other people are agreeing. A lot of people think it's going to rocket. And, you know, some people think it's going to 100. And if this wave here, if this next wave is the same size, and let's say it is starting there, could go up to 60, it could definitely go to 100. But it's not going to happen overnight. It's going to take some time to play out. As you can see, this run up right here in 2011, it did take some time from 2008, came up 2009, 2010, and that last leg up, 2011. So precious metals is not like crypto. It doesn't just happen in an afternoon. We're going to talk about Bitcoin and we're going to talk about GameStop. So similarly, right here, you can put an alert, and I'm going to move it to the daily. I would put the alert right here. Add alert. Boom. So when this comes back up above $30 and or so, it's going to alert me. And what it'll probably do it'll probably come up, come back down, and go back up. And then it's going to come back down and go back up. It doesn't, that's how Elliot waves work. They're not always pretty. Sometimes you can see them very clearly. Sometimes it takes more of a trained eye. And sometimes it's very difficult. So if it was super easy, then everyone would know. But not everyone is aware of Elliot waves. Most people have no idea it even exists. And it's not perfect every time, but it could be really helpful. Could be really helpful. Speculate at your own risk. So let's check out the news about the Fed. The Fed glitch, they're calling it, shuts down wire transfers, direct deposits, and other services. Talk about the Fed in one of my other companies. The Federal Reserve, which doesn't have a reserve and is not federal. It's also called the Federal Reserve Bank, and it's not a bank. It's a privately owned organization, and it's not even the US. There are foreign entities. It's a secret who owns it, actually. It's privately held company, which should be alarming. So the Federal Reserve is America's central bank. By the way, the founding fathers of America were against central banking. And another funny note, I mentioned this in my other video, the very people that's face are on the US dollar bills were against central banking. And they stuck their face right on the front just to rub it all in your face. Pretty audacious. Well, they do control maybe the entire world, questionably. So it says it controls the financial system. The ACH is used for paying checks, bills, other transactions. You've probably used ACH often. If you're a business, you've probably used it as well. And then the other systems are used for paper checks. And these were all down. How can this happen? And did you hear about this yet? Is it popular knowledge? I wonder. So these systems went down Wednesday. I made a video about it, but I didn't upload the video because it wasn't perfect. So this is a remake of it a couple days later, but more has happened since then. So these systems are coming back into service, but wow, this is really interesting. Some people are wondering if they're pretending it was a glitch and if they're really just they're up to something. And I'll let you wonder about that and do your own research. And until I find out specifics, all I can do is wonder. So let's look at, if you want to learn more about a wealth cycle, check out Mike Maloney's channel. I usually don't recommend other people's channels, but he explains this much better than I can at this point. And of course, I'm getting better and better at communicating, but time is of the essence right now, so I think you should check this out on his channel. And he has a video about a wealth cycle, which is priceless information that most people have no idea about. And also he has a playlist called The Hidden Secrets of Money. And number 1, number 4, and number 5. I mean, if you have time, watch all 10. But if you don't have time, watch 1, 4, and 5. They're about 20, 30 minutes each. It's so worth it. It is so worth it. This could really be valuable to you. So check that out. And I would, I'll be making some videos here and there about this, but a couple of his videos just nail it. So best to get that info. If you have more questions, you can feel free to comment on my video and I will help you out the best I can. I have been researching this for over 10 years, like I said, and he was around then as well. So let's check out Bitcoin. I did a technical analysis a few days ago, and I counted out the Elliot waves here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we've got this wave B going up, but I tweaked this a little bit since then. So I had this counted out, but this wave coming down hasn't played out yet, and I changed this into an A, B, and a C right here, because this wave, once it crossed over this too far, I realized that that was the wave B. Again, you know, there's no certainty with Elliott waves. In hindsight, it's always easier, but I'm thinking right now that this is pretty accurate. We'll see how it goes. There's my buy zone, I guess, down here. I extended it, and I think it could drop all the way down to the 0.786, which is right down here, around 35 grand. And what a good even number. There are several reasons I think it'll go that far. One, this line right here on the Fibonacci retracement tool. So I'm just measuring this wave right here. This was that last corrective wave. And then this one coming up. And this automatically right here, you can see this. This automatically gives me those ratios. As an artist, as a visual artist, I have a good eye for these ratios anyway. And this, I mean, these tools these days are absolutely amazing. Back in the day, you would have had to draw this out with paper and pencil, and it would have been so difficult. So I really appreciate these amazing tools from TradingView, and I'm not affiliated with them or anything. I pay a small monthly fee to be able to, you can get a free account, but then you're limited on how many different things you can do. So, but anyway, this was the original buy zone I have, and as you can see, it's about at the top of it. So if you zoom in here, came down, I think that was the, let me turn these off. I think that was the wave, the first wham, A, B, and this one is wave C, I think, coming down. So if it comes all the way down to 35-ish, then I might be, you know, I'm probably going to move my buy zone to like here. But, you know, even here is good. From the 0.5 down to the 0.786. Seems like a good opportunity here. I'll probably wait till it, wait to see here. It might bounce there and go back up. But this wave C should be about the same size as the wave A. So yeah, that would bring it down to right about there. And that seems pretty accurate. We'll find out. In hindsight, it'll be easy. So other things you can look at, the RSI up here and the MACD. If this RSI is looking, if it looks like it's going to get down here, what'll happen is that the price will keep going down, but the RSI won't. So like you can see that here at the top in the opposite way. Look at that, how it hit the high the relative strength index. It hit really high up here, right here. But look, it kept going up. The price went up 2 more times. Here, right here, and right here. Right here, which is right here, and right here, which was right here. As you can see, it didn't go farther up on the RSI. So I was going, uh-oh, Bitcoin's going down soon. And I made a couple comments on some other people's channels. And I said, it's looking like a good time to short Tesla and Bitcoin. I said that a couple weeks ago. I was a little early, but looks like I was correct. Again, I'm not a licensed financial advisor or anything like that, just trying to make predictions just for fun. Sometimes I'm right and sometimes I'm not. To be honest, I'm not perfect. If you zoom out to like a daily, get rid of all this garbage. So here, wow, even better, you can see right here, the RSI was super high, oversold, overbought. That's what they call overbought. If it's over this line, it's in overbought territory. And if it's under this line, if it's down here, it's oversold. So up here, it was way overbought right here. So it had to come crashing down. And then, but it went rocketing back up one more leg. And you can see the 5 waves, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 going up. And then right here, it was all the way up here compared to here. But on the RSI, it was below this previous high. So that's a good sign for some people to think, uh-oh, time to short. Time to short it. So we'll see what happens now. What do you think? Keep trying to drag this, and there we go. All right, there's too many things on here. I'm going to delete all those later and just keep the necessary ones. Okay. So those are basically, some of those were just to give you an idea of what's going on. And here's where I'm expecting it to fall right now. And then after that, I'm not exactly sure, but it will at least bounce up from there. So you can make a swing trade once it turns around here, and you'll be looking for clues down here. And you'll be looking for clues here with the MACD to see if it's good timing. Don't just do it because I put a green box there, because then you won't know. You'll have to wait and see if I say what to do next, and I might not. So my videos are about health and wealth and freedom, and they all go together to me. You need health to enjoy your wealth and freedom. You can't be wealthy if you're sick or dead. And you can't be free if you're sick or broke. So to me, that's the trifecta of how to be happy, is to be healthy and have freedom, which means wealth. And wealth, you know, you could have a farm, you could have gold and silver. Everyone's different. There are more than one good investment out there. I like farms and gold and silver, personally. Natural, I'm a very natural, other than this looks very technical. So one more thing before we go, GameStop. Here is the peak the other day, and look, you can see the 5 waves right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's very clear. And then look what happened. In hindsight, it's always easy. It came crashing down, and let's check our friendly Fibonacci retracement up there. Oh man, it came down. Maybe this wave started even earlier. Let's go to the weekly chart. Okay. So then, yeah, it looks like it was down all the way from there. Okay. Well, let's go back to the chart I was looking at. Let's go 30 minutes. Okay. So you can see 5 minutes. You want to start on the weekly and then zoom backwards. Wow, it came back crashing down even farther. I can't even see. Farther than the 786. Jeez. Actually, right now, it's sitting at the 786 of that wave. It's at it right now. Very interesting. See that? It's down a little bit since the market closed. So here it came crashing down. It's been several days, a couple weeks. And here we've got a wave coming back up. And it looks like its 5 waves are over. This looks like it was wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wave 1 started, I don't know where, here or something. Boom. Then this wave 2, this wave 2 took forever. I'm just putting it at the lowest point I see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now, wow, we're in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This correction might be over. So if you see 5 waves coming down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then this might have been the wave B, and then 1, 2, this could have been the 3, 4, 5. That might be it. It could be on its way back up. Not 100% sure. It's easier in hindsight, but that's one possible count because I can tell the ABC. This could have been A, B, and C, which, like I just showed, the subwaves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's clear. Then that was probably the wave B. This is the next one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That looks like very possible, and that ABC might be done. So the alert I would look for is right here. Oh, that's on the 5 minute. I'm going to delete that. I want it on the 1 hour or the 1 hour or the daily. I don't want it to beep every 5 minutes if it. Okay. So when it gets above 184, it's going to notify me. And that to me will think, okay, we're going up again. Going up again, maybe. Alrighty, what do you think? This could still be part of this correction, but only hindsight will tell. It's good to have that, an alert. Also, you can have alerts. I like to put alerts right here and right here on the daily. So if GameStop gets oversold on the daily, it'll notify me. And if it gets overbought, okay, so I ran out of alerts. I have like 100 different alerts. You can see here. So if I want to do more, I have to delete some or I have to upgrade. All right. If you want to know anything else, ask in the comments. If you want more videos like this, let me know. And I like doing this kind of stuff sometimes. I usually check the market in the morning and after close. I don't really day trade all day or anything like that like some people do. I'm just kind of dabbling at the moment just to keep my awareness. And I don't have a ton of money in the market at all. I would say almost barely any. I have other investments in real life that are more my kind of thing. The stock, like the fake markets, are not really totally my thing, but you know, I definitely am interested and I do follow it pretty much daily. Let me know what you think. We covered a lot in one video. I can do specifically about any of these specific things if you want. And my other videos, a lot of them are about health, like I mentioned before. There's a lot of really good recipe videos coming out soon. There's a lot of them I've already filmed and aren't edited. Some of them are almost done editing. And there's a ton more content coming your way. So make sure to subscribe. Hit the bell icon because I do go live kind of often these days. And it's nice to have people get notified when I go live so that you can ask questions in real time. Keeps it really interesting to have some interaction, especially if you're cooped up inside in your office or at your home. All right, see you in the next video. Have an amazing day on purpose. And this is One Way How. Peace.